going on? It's Fornuto, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my secrets to sound selection. So right off the bat here, we are in FL Studio, and I'm going to be using the Midi pack that was released by TWill like last week. Super fire, super thick. Pause. But yeah. So some things I like to think about when sound selecting is cohesiveness. You know, sounds that go, obviously this goes without being said, but you want to pick sounds that go together. A lot of producers often forget, and they got, you know, pianos and then like weird leads, synth leads, and then like guitars, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So what I like to think about is almost like a painting or almost like a meal. Like you want to have like a balance between elements. Usually I like to keep it between 3 and 5 sounds, but I really focus on, if I'm making a synth melody with a bunch of synths, I keep it at that. You know, I don't dive into real instruments and stuff like that, and vice versa. If I'm using a guitar and a piano and a flute and a trumpet, I keep it at that. I don't add synths or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So I'm going to be using Twin 2, I guess. And let's get a virtual melody here. So I got this melody here. It is the virtual melody 10. I'm gonna just pitch it down one, and now I'm gonna try to find a sound. So I like this pad, or these keys called Oberheimisch. It's kind of like almost like some brassy stuff. And now I'm gonna add some counter melodies. So with these pads, right off the bat, it's a very bright pad. So I'd like to go for like a bright feeling melody. I like to try to pick sounds that sound similar, that have a little bit of different variations. So if I was to go ahead and lay a sine lead on this or something like that, that's really soft and mellow, it just wouldn't sound right, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try to find a lead that kind of cuts through this high end of this pad and kind of accents maybe some hard leads in this hard section. Bruh.
A few moments later. Many hours later.
So I added this growl sound. It's in the hard lead section, and it kind of adds almost like it's like a lower end sound, but it still kind of fits the theme. As you can see, it's kind of rough and rugged, and this whole melody's kind of, I kind of hear this as almost like a scratchy melody with all these high ends and the noise. So I kind of added this one line, like one layer pad. It's just a single note, the root note F, and it just goes throughout the whole loop. So a thing that I like to think about in particular is kind of filling the space. Hear the sounds in your ears and try to almost paint a picture in your head of what the sounds look like, and try to fill that picture with the sounds. You know, as crazy as it sounds, that's how I like to think of things. You know, I really visualize sounds, especially these, because they're so like bright and vibrant. So I like to just think of things in my head and kind of just imagine that everything's one big piece, and that's what you got to remember. These all have to work together. They all have to harmonize in a way that sounds good as one, you know? So this is what we got after all of our sound selections. So now another important part of sound selection is, EQing. So I'm just going to run through a basic EQ of everything and kind of tell you what I do. So with this pad, I'm going to lower I'm going to get rid of some of the low ends just to kind of, if I did make a beat out of this, so the 808 could sit right there. Bring down a little bit of this. Artist is going to be right around here, so. And that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I drop videos every Wednesday. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.